Kevin and I wanted to do a wrap-up video for you all the MREs that we tried. Now we bought 2 boxes of MREs. There were 12 meals in each box. There was a menu A that had 12 meals and a menu B that had 12 meals, and they were bought from Ozark Outdoors on Amazon. I said that in every single one of those videos. That's why I remember.
Just in case you didn't remember.
But they were what, 100 and...
It was $151 for both boxes, but that was all 24 meals that are currently offered right now in the military.
Right.
So this is the most current menus out there.
Right.
It broke down to about $6.30 each for each meal, which I don't think is bad.
I don't either, considering we had one civilian MRE at the very end that you all would have just seen. And that was like $8 something.
Yeah.
And
so if you were in a military surplus place and you knew that you had business, a decent amount of business, you could buy a couple boxes of those, sell them for $8 a piece. People buy them, you're going to make a profit of about $2 a piece. So anyway, good business idea.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good price though. If you're a regular hiker, camper, I think I would go ahead and buy the big box. I know it's a big expense at the beginning, but they store pretty much forever if you keep them cool.
Right.
And you can take them on 24 different trips. You could take that. So
right.
I think it's a good deal. So anyway.
So we're just going to talk about, I really, when we started doing these, I hadn't planned on doing a wrap-up video, but there were so many questions about them that I figured it would be fun to just go over. I guess we're only going to go over, though, the 24. This wrap-up is not going to include the one civilian MRE that we bought, because that was not worth a quarter. I mean, really, it was
bad.
Horrific. So our views on the MREs have nothing, or not going to include that, because that was not bought from Ozark Outdoors in the 24. No. So for the most part, we were very impressed.
Oh yeah, and that company. Now you got to remember, we bought the big pack, so we knew what we were getting. Just know too, if you order those. Not Ozark. Ozark has nothing to do with the packaging, but the packaging company that puts these in there, if they're running short on something, like let's say they're menu A number 5, they run out of, they may throw an extra 3 in there instead of a 5. So you may get 2 of something, but that doesn't happen very often, I would say, but that is a possibility. And Ozark talks about that in their description. They say, items may be substituted. It's not us, it's the pack company that packs them.
Right.
So just keep that in mind if you do order them. You may not get all 24.
Right.
But they do sell them individually, and they sell them like in 4-packs, and you can buy just box A or just box B. If you didn't see anything in box B you want menu B, you could just get A, and vice versa. I'm not sure if you can pick your meals.
I was going to say, I have a favorite meal. Can I order my favorite meal?
I'm not sure. It's kind of strange the way they do it. You can order the packs of like individuals or 4s or something, and it says put what you want in the order details. Right. And they'll try their best to match that. So I guess if they have them, then they'll try to get it to you. If not, then it may be substituted.
Right. Right. Okay.
And you can always contact them. You can contact the company. You can email them, and they seem to be really good.
If I wanted very specific meals, I would message them, send them an email. I think that's the best way, is to communicate directly with them.
So my dealings with them, some people, if you look at the reviews, some people gave it horrible reviews, and I don't know why, because we had really good luck.
We did.
But that could have been we were just lucky too. So they may be a horrible company, and we just got lucky, but I don't think so. I think
they're pretty good.
I think it's a pretty good company.
They're a pretty reliable company. Yeah.
So, and I just want to make you feel, the only reason I say all that is I want you to make you feel comfortable that we had a good experience with that company. So if you do see the bad reviews, just know that we had a really good experience.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Okay, what was your favorite meal from menu?
And we've written these down so we kind of know.
Yes. Your favorite meal from menu A.
And we were both agreed, didn't we?
Yes, we both on this one. Some things we did not agree. This one, we agreed. Our favorite meal from menu A was MRE number 9.
Right, which was beef stew, spiced pound cake, peanut butter, grape jelly, a multigrain snack bread, pretzels, which you think were the combos. A great beverage powder and hot sauce. That's basically the main things. And we liked everything there.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why we picked that as our favorite.
Yes. Everything in there was good. None of it was like you would want to trade it with your buddy or something. We liked it all.
And the beef stew was one of those things where if it was only lukewarm, it was okay.
Right.
It didn't have to be super, super hot, which is like one of the worst meals we had. There was an item in there that really you had to have it super hot or it was horrible.
I got a tip on how to heat the meals up better and quicker, but I didn't get the tip. As the MRE videos are coming out, you know, I'm getting these comments in every single day when we've already finished them all. So I can't take you up on your tips to see if it works. But almost in every single comments, people would say, if you add a little bit of salt, if you add some salt in there, it is supposed to heat it up much, much hotter than it gets on its own by adding salt.
Hot, though.
And I've heard that over and over and over again.
I can't imagine.
From different people.
Because it's so hot anyway.
Yeah, but sometimes it didn't get the meal completely hot, and I don't think that had anything to do with the heater. I think that was a timing thing on our part too, because we're trying to make this video for you and do the review for you, and we're trying to do it all in real time, so we don't want it to sit there forever. You know, we want to eat it, so we probably could have left it for another 5 minutes and it would have been perfect.
Yeah. But I can say this too as a follow-up. I have seen other videos since we've done these, and some people said that their heat packs they use the word engaged. They never activated. They never really got hot.
Right.
We had one meal where we had an issue with it, and I kind of moved it around and it immediately fired up.
Right.
So we only had one that didn't like heat up right away.
Right.
We never had a failure. They were all, I mean, so hot you couldn't touch them. That's how hot they were. Yeah. So we never had a problem with ours getting hot. It was just a matter, maybe there's a better solution to where you could squish it around a little bit and maybe mix it up a little bit.
Right, some of the meals when we tried it, there were parts of it that were hotter than other parts. Right,
but that has nothing to do with the heater itself didn't fail to work.
Yes,
so I don't know that the salt would have.
I think they're saying it gets hotter.
But we always, that's true. That's probably true. That would probably be a good tip if that works. But we always try to take things as this is how you do it right out of the package. This is how they recommend you do it.
Right.
This is the results from how they recommend you do it.
Right, and they don't say to add salt, and we didn't add
salt. So keep that in mind for almost any of our videos, is we always try to follow the directions exactly. And if it doesn't come out good, well, that's not our fault. That's directions' fault. You know.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and even on cake mixes and stuff, people will say, well, but if you add this instead of adding this, and I'm thinking, yeah, but I'm doing it according to the directions, so it should be good according to their directions, right? It should work. So that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your favorite meal from Menu B? We also agreed on this one. Favorite meal from Menu B was MRE number 13.
13. Okay. That was our first one. The cheese tortellini with tomato sauce.
It was delicious.
The chocolate pudding dessert powder, which was very interesting. Remember that you put a little cold water in there, you smush it around, and it turned into pudding.
Yes,
it was amazing.
It was cool.
The chocolate peanut spread, which was like Nutella. Crackers. The nut raisin mix, which was the great beverage powder, and then you got hot sauce.
Right.
So.
The hot sauce is something I know the guys will use in the military. A lot of you all.
If they like that.
I personally would probably just give it to you then. You could have mine because I wouldn't be one to use it.
Well, and they're all listed as extra hot.
Extra hot. It's not just hot. So it takes over the entire meal.
It does. Which, if you don't like it.
Yeah, if you want to cover up a flavor, then that's exactly perfect.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So it's funny that we both agree on meals too.
Okay, now this is different. What was your favorite side item? And this is just something, the side item for me could have been a fruit that they gave you or crackers or whatever. My favorite side item was always peanut butter. The peanut butter was always very, very delicious. I was always very glad when we got peanut butter in a meal.
Mm-hmm. And mine was the jalapeno cheddar and crackers. Because I like a good cheese and cracker, and the jalapeno added a lot of flavor. That was just one of my favorites.
Right.
Although the combos are really good, but that's just something you can buy off the shelf.
Yeah, you can buy that anywhere. Favorite dessert? Okay. Go ahead.
Did we disagree on
We
this?
disagreed on this one.
Mine was the spiced pound cake, the little spiced cake. Almost looks like a muffin.
Which
almost.
was delicious.
It was very, very good. I loved it.
It was delicious. And I think something we loved too was the applesauce cake.
The applesauce cake was also very, very good.
Amazing.
Either one of those would be
If
excellent.
they sold those, I'm telling you, they're amazing. But my favorite, I don't know if they intended this to be a dessert, but I considered it as a dessert. It was the filled French toast. And it could have been just a side item, or I don't know, a breakfast thing, like a Pop-Tart. They might have considered that your main breakfast, but for me it was a dessert. It was absolutely delicious.
That was the one that had
and
like
it was big.
the one that had the it was
You
like
broke it
syrup inside of it,
apart, and yes, it
Yeah.
had syrup.
Yeah, that was really good. I like that one too. I did
So
too.
good. Okay, our favorite drink. We agreed on this.
And they only gave it to us like once.
We got one, yes, because the other time it was something else. It was a different flavor.
Yeah, it was.
They gave it to us one time, and you get this much of it.
That was nothing.
It was Irish cream cappuccino. They should put that in every single.
Instead of the coffee.
Yes, they could give us that instead of coffee all day long.
Wonder what that
And
one would
even
be.
though you only get that much, it is the most wonderful flavor. It is so, so delicious.
And that was in MRE number 7.
Okay, that was so good.
It was the cappuccino Irish cream.
The worst meal, we're moving on to the bad ones now. The worst meal, we disagree on this.
Okay.
From menu A.
Menu A.
Mine was number 2.
Okay, you can read that.
Andrew,
What was mine?
Yours was number 8.
Okay, go ahead.
Andrew was in this one with us. Andrew was only in the first 2 with us. He had said initially, I want to be in every single one. That was not a possibility with his schedule.
There's just too many of them to do.
Yes. But he was in this one with us.
Yeah,
it was
nobody really liked this one.
No. Andrew gave it a 2. Kevin gave it a 3, and I gave it a 1. It was the shredded beef and barbecue sauce. It had black beans, cheese spread with jalapeno. It did have that, the jalapeno cheese spread. Plain tortillas, oatmeal cookies, orange beverage powder, and barbecue sauce. I cannot stand black beans. I like beans, but I don't like black beans. I do not like plain tortillas. That has been discussed
Many times.
And the shredded beef, if they had not shredded it to where a baby could eat it.
You could eat it through a straw.
Oh my gosh, it was repulsive.
It was very, very
Eat it
finely shredded.
Literally, I bet you could eat the straw. It was disgusting.
It was pretty. Yeah, I agree. The texture, but I didn't mind that one as bad because I like beans, I like tortillas, so I would just put it all together and make a burrito out of it. But I still only gave it a 3.
For me, you put it all together and it's just like,
Yuck.
yeah, vomit.
Well,
Okay.
my worst one was number 8. I gave it a 2. Tammy gave it a 3. She actually liked it better than me. The main meal was okay. It was the meatballs and marinara sauce. That was okay. Everything else was bad. It was garlic mashed potatoes, chocolate chip cookie, which was pretty decent. The cheese spread, jalapeno peppers, which you would think I would really like, and that was the only really good thing in there. The Italian breadsticks, which were so spiced with something that was funky. The kippered beef stick, the Bull's original salad. I remember that. I blocked it from my mind. And the tropical punch. One of the reasons I threw this out is the Italian the breadsticks were so badly. It was just really bad, weren't they? The flavor was horrible.
Yeah.
But the worst thing was the garlic mashed potatoes.
Those mashed potatoes.
That was the item I was talking about. Is if you didn't get those super hot,
yes,
they were disgusting. I
mean, but you're trying to heat up your main meal too.
Yeah, you're trying to heat up the meatballs and the mashed potatoes, and it was.
That is one thing I have to say about these MREs. If I could change one major thing, it would be to add more room in that bag, the heating bag.
If you're going to have 2 things.
So that you could put more in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, give you, either make a bigger bag for every meal.
Heaters.
Or give you...
Get 2 heaters.
Yeah, 2 heaters, yeah. So that would be something that I would change about
Yeah,
those.
I would too. But there wasn't many that had 2.
No, that you needed to heat. You're
so
right.
they could have easily have put an extra heater in the ones that needed the 2. There was only probably 3 or 4 that had that, and it seemed like they were all in menu A.
Okay.
It seemed, from my memory, I don't remember
Right.
for sure. You guys watched them more recently than we have. So yeah, that was mine, and it was mostly because of the mashed potatoes.
Okay, the worst meal from menu B.
Did we say the best? Oh, we did say the best, okay.
We said the best. The worst meal from menu B, we both agreed. It was number 21, the lemon pepper tuna.
Oh, that was
and I think that's just because I'm very particular about tuna, and I'm, I guess, spoiled when it comes to tuna. But that's something, I don't think they should try to put tuna in any MRE. I don't think they need to have any fish of any kind in the MREs. Nobody wants to smell that, and it's just, I don't know that that's as good for on your stomach as some of these other things.
I bet you some guys out, they get it, they'll love it. If you really love tuna, you'll be like, yeah, I got tuna.
Well, you're not going to be kissing anybody out there, that's for sure.
No, that's for sure. That one came with lemon pepper tuna. The vanilla pound cake, which was okay, but it's kind of plain.
That was iffy.
The cheddar cheese spread, which is just the cheese. Tortillas, which is Tammy's favorite. Toasted corn nuggets, which were actually pretty good. Like corn nuts.
Those were actually good, yeah.
Orange powder drink and a fat-free mayonnaise.
Yeah, that meal just overall, I would never order.
Yeah, just overall was pretty. I gave it a 2. Tammy gave it a 1.
But that's something that I would not buy in the grocery store.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy it in the store either.
Yeah, so, okay, then we have, somebody asked me if we could build our own MRE. If we could build our perfect MRE. Now, I think she was meaning from everything in the world, from our favorites, if we could build our perfect MRE. But honestly, that wouldn't be practical. I tried to take that question and build it to where it would be more practical. So I told Kevin, given all the ingredients from all the MREs, if you had them all laid out, if you could pick your perfect MRE, have a main dish and have your side items, have your drinks, what would your perfect MRE be? So you said
the beef stew, spiced pound cake, or the applesauce cake. Either one of those would be really good. The jalapeno cheese and crackers, the combos, the pretzels, which I love combos anyway, the Irish cream thing, and the tropical punch as an electrolyte kind of drink.
Right.
That would be the perfect meal in there. I'm sure there's other mixtures you could get that would probably just as good, but that would be like my ideal.
So that would be Kevin's MRE.
Yeah.
So Tammy's MRE would be the chili with beans.
Which surprises me.
I love chili.
I know. I don't know.
The chili with beans, peanut butter and crackers, and if they wanted to throw some jelly in there, they could. The filled French toast, the Irish cream cappuccino, and lemonade. I really
like that lemonade. It was too tart for me.
I liked the lemonade. I thought the lemonade was very good, and I said it in one of the MRE videos. Somebody had left a comment that they thought it was just terrible, the lemonade, but I really liked it.
Well, they were in, that person was like
in a hurricane.
So they had they had brought down MREs to them to eat because they didn't have any electricity or anything. And they said we ruined a good bottle of water because we tried the lemonade. Not because we recommended it, just because they had it.
I would much rather have the
it's something
lemonade.
See, I would rather have the water too. I would just drink water.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So these were absolutely fun to do.
Oh yeah.
Somebody just commented saying it would be awesome if you could try MREs from like France and from England, because they said the MREs you got are very American MREs, because you do get peanut butter and things like that.
I've seen some pictures of I watched this guy on YouTube. He's tried them from everywhere, Russia and everywhere.
Oh, really?
Most of the ones, they're foods from those countries, right?
Of course, yeah.
So he got one from Germany, and it was cans of, you lift this stuff up, and first of all, you cook it. There were no heating pads. You actually put it on a fire, like burn it, or you boil your water in a thing.
Right.
But they were like potted meats and stuff like that. And see, that stuff, I wouldn't enjoy it, and Tammy, I know, wouldn't enjoy
I would hate that.
But yeah, it was like 4 cans of meat, and he just ate them cold.
If someone were to send us one, we would absolutely review it, but we're not going to, like these, we spent $150. We're not going to order them.
And we knew we would pretty much like everything in it. We would at least eat all the stuff.
We knew we would eat it and it wouldn't go to waste. I think honestly, if we ordered from, like you said, from like Russia or someplace like that, a lot of it would probably absolutely go to waste.
Yeah, that first can of sardines we got in we'd be going, nah, I'm not trying these.
No. I don't eat sardines.
Cooked fish in a can? No, I'm not going to.
Not happening. So anyway, I hope that you all enjoyed watching them because we really
enjoyed doing them.
And I think it's awesome to know that the people in the military, they really, I think they're eating well.
Yeah.
I really
Now,
do.
they probably don't think so.
I think back in the day, like when my dad was in
Vietnam
Vietnam, I think it was probably horrific. I think, you know, if you were part of an older generation, I think it was probably really bad. But nowadays, I think they've really improved them, and that's a good thing.
Well, just know, we, just the last comment, we are going to, Walmart sells a brand for camping.
Yeah.
So we plan on doing that. Don't know how soon that'll be or anything like that.
We have a lot of reviews to get through, a lot of regular foods.
But it's something to look forward to. If you enjoyed these, then keep an eye out over the next 6 months.
Yes,
like
because
that.
we do plan on trying those. What are they called? White Mountain or something
like that, Blue Mountain or something like that. But it's for they're literally in the camping section for you to take hiking and camping.
Yes, so we will be trying those. We just have to get through our stockpile.
And one of the meals, that brand, one of those items was in one of these MREs.
Yes, yeah, and I liked it.
Yeah,
it was like
good.
The blueberry cobbler thing.
It was the granola, which I didn't care for, but Tammy loved.
I loved it.
And I didn't
thought
care
it was
for it.
really, really good, and it turned the stuff purple.
Yeah. So anyway, keep an eye out for those. We're going to be doing those at some point.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching the videos and commenting. We really appreciate it.